I'm back. So I'm back in Far Rockaway. And we walking up my avenue today, so that's kind of lit. Alright. So, alright guys, we over here to a big light. Oh shit. Hey, oh shit, you see like a thing, like a tree knocked down and shit. Like you used to see like a tree knocked down. So today we're gonna be talking about relationships, and we're gonna talk about the event and what the panel is about and questions that people gonna ask and stuff like that. So the event is gonna be on the October 2nd and the 3rd. The 2nd is gonna be in Manhattan, the 3rd is gonna be in Brooklyn. So the 3rd, everybody asked me about the 2nd, if the date is gonna be happening. Or the date is going to be happening for the date. So the October 2nd, so everybody asked me about the 2nd, so let's go over that. So the October 2nd event is going to be like a discussion and a community gathering discussion about mental health and most likely about relationships and certain things like that. So it's a panel that we're going to be doing at the Manhattan Neighborhood Networks, and it's a panel where we're going to be interviewing people and doing certain things. So people that's gonna come off for the 2nd, you not gonna hear DJ music or whatever. The 3rd is gonna be different because the 3rd is gonna be most likely changes with the scheduling and all that. So that's gonna be a different situation. So about relationships and how we define it, it's more like what the person wants and what the person may desire. I think. Let me just get this one. Each one is, yeah. So it's whatever the person wants and desire. You more look at it as a pattern and principles of relationship is different than what we discussed. It's not. Let's say we are going through a phase in the relationship where the relationship has a phase to it. It's more like we're going through a business. It's more like you're going through certain things that can manifest that business. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like created growth in your life, growth in relationships. It's kind of like growth.
It's not like me. Only the people who know me put my name on it.
So that's what we looking at. So I look at relationships as a sign and as a career that you're going into, but it's kind of like a lit situation here. So my uncle told me about this precinct over here. The 101. I'm gonna give you a heads up about it. Let me cross the street. Tell you certain things that I'm gonna tell you. So this is the precinct where the officer was murdered over. The officer over here, the 101 precinct. The officer was his wife, and the officer was killed around. He's from this precinct over here. But I can't turn my camera because I don't want to, So, the officer was killed right over on here. So the precinct right here. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna follow the route this way, right? So, it's kind of sad because you're going to the precinct where the officer was. Yeah, it's kind of sad over on here. So we over by Mont. Let's continue. So. Yeah, man. So Where we at now? Over here, right here. So this is like an opportunity where people don't realize about relationship. And one thing that you guys need to write down, as far as what I'm about to say, write this down. What I'm about to say, what I'm about to do, or what I'm about to accomplish in this thing. Let's cross the street. So, what I'm about to say, and what I'm about to tell you guys is this, right? So, we on Cargo Avenue and Mont Avenue. So, I'm gonna tell you this, right? The piece of the puzzle in your life is basically what you want and what you don't want to do in your relationship. And it's the things that the power of the mind will tell you to do, you know? And the basic of the power of the mind is like, most likely you deal with a lot of negativity in your relationship. You deal with a lot of stuff that you are accomplishing of, or you kind of gain from the experience about it. One thing I learned about this job that I'm doing is, how would your family member accept the job that you're doing? How would they accomplish what job that you're doing? What type of things that you want to accomplish out of it, you know? One thing that I learned about this job is that you could have a feeling or feedback, and what the feedback is whatever your job is maintaining to, and wherever your feedback are. One thing that I learned about this is like, damn, I went overboard of this, so we gotta go back. So we gonna start now. So you learn that the things that you're doing in life is all about creativity, is all about building up your growth, and how your growth defines you. And the thing about the defining of it is, like, a lot of people ask me these questions, and I'm gonna answer it, because wellness check. What is a wellness check? Everybody asks me that. Wellness check is to people. Wellness check is to check your. No. Let me tell you. I'm gonna explain it to you differently so you guys can understand it. So wellness check means that you're checking yourself, and you're checking the person that's trying to speak negative over your life. So the thing about it is that when I say a wellness check, that means I'm checking your tone and checking how the way you talk to people, checking that. You know what I'm saying? So when I check that, it's more like, I can't tell you how to control yourself. I can't tell you how to run your own life. But what I can tell you is that when I check you and I wellness check you, that means the discussion that we're talking about is a discussion that's going to put on the table. I can't just say, oh, I'm going to check you, and then I don't have the discussion that I'm doing and how I'm going to get it done. You feel what I'm saying? But the only way I'm going to check you is that, listen, the only way I'm going to tell you to do, I'm going to check you, is that if you don't put yourself in a position where I'm going to tell you one thing and you do the other thing, then we're going to have issues where I'm going to check you. But the only way I'm going to tell you how to do certain things, I cannot control your life. I cannot tell you how to do certain things. So we on this block right here. We're going to turn. I worked around here before, but we started back this. We're going to follow the route right there, and I'm going to turn that way. So you see where the 114? We're going to turn the other way. We're catching the one for 10 o'clock though. That's up 9:30. That's not the bus I'm catching. So we're catching the 10 o'clock one. So we have a lot of stuff to get done today. So, and we got here at 9 o'clock. So we got here for 9 o'clock, so we could kind of get this over with. Yeah. So I'll be back in a minute. I gotta check the route.